Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Pokémon Sleep. Feels good to be back here in the morning again. Let's head in and check out last night's sleep research, see how things have gone on this nice relaxing week on Cyan Beach, and hopefully get a couple of good spawns. I guess continue the tea time corn scone experiment. I'm working on that too. Got that little bit of extra sleep this morning to sleep into the normal alarm time. That felt good. Looks like we got a little bit of dozing, but still looks like snoozing is taking the majority. 8% more still, which is great to see. But we did get up to Master 3, so that does mean that we've got the full 8 spawns with 45 million drowsy power. And we've got a nice little chunk of 1, 2, and 3 stars. Let's see who's at camp today. Slowpoke again. We've got Coco, we got Eevee, we got Diglett. This is starting to look very similar to yesterday. Another Slowpoke, Rattata, and yeah, Pikachu. With the Clefairy. Okay, the Clefairy's the new. Wow. Yeah, okay. Interesting. No new sleep styles. No things I'm like really specifically looking for. Nothing hungry either? Woof. Energy pillow. That is a useful item. Well, I think for today could take the Diglett home. I don't really need it, but it's the only one that is already pre-fed. I think for today, I just feed the Eevee the bonus biscuit and leave it there. With only 2 regular Poke Biscuits, I'd rather save it. Yeah. I guess... Let's see, I did just get over 8,000 sleep points. I still have a couple left at the premium exchange, and I still have all 30 available out of the regular. I do gotta keep a couple of house points back to get those seeds, but I guess there's no harm in picking up the rest of the premium exchange ones and using one. I feel bad leaving it literally on 1. But that is it. Draw the line there. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I shared Eevee last time because that's just what felt good. Let's switch it up a little bit. I think this photo is pretty funny. We get the properly placed hidden leaf. Hopefully Cocoa Candy's still relevant to folks. Slowly inching on the XP track. We got Careful. We're in business. Careful is the good one, I'm pretty sure. We've got Milk and Cocoa, so that's fine. Helping bonus right out the gate. Oh, I think things might pay off. Ingredient finder's okay. Not as desirable, but skill trigger S. Ooh-wee. and inventory up at 75 and helping speed at 100. Yeah. Oh, this is good. Alright. Okay. We're gonna have a little good time right now. So, let's pop this all in. I mean, this has got, literally you swap helping speed and ingredient finder, and I think this is perfect. Or top tier. So the lack of speed is going to do a little bit. I'm just going to move this up to skill trigger M. That is totally worth a sub skill, even 2 sub skill seeds if I had to. Inventory up S and helping speed. Oh, and I forgot to get the nature in there. That's the most important bit. Careful. Yeah, buddy. Sometimes I was fit to leave this Eevee out on the beach just to hang out. I'm really glad now that I did not do that. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Once it gets that skill trigger, it's just popping off. It's literally get this to level 50, do what you want with it. '98th percentile. How many skill triggers are we looking at 65? 5.5. Or wait, no, now this is... Yeah, I guess because this has the ingredient finder, it's still 5.5. 6.1 if it had the helping speed in that spot. So it will get there at 100. Because then obviously, like, by that point, I'm sure I probably will have a couple of stocked up sub-skill seeds to get that helping speed, and who knows, we may even have helping speed L by then. But there you can see, like, the loadout being helping speed, skill triggers. It says EXP up being like the absolute sleep XP bonus being the good buff on there. I guess because this just doesn't have the second skill trigger, like if you wanted to get the most amount of them. But 6.5 in a day is not bad at all. Alright. But yeah, 98th percentile. That is fantastic, with up to, at most, 2 sub-skill seeds. That's rating it with skill trigger M. It has S by default. Absolutely a keeper. But then the question is, what to evolve it to? This is a really good one. I mean, I've got a couple of really high skill trigger rate ones, so this is definitely... So like Sylveon I've got squared away, I've got Glaceon now evolved, got that from last week for Super Skill Week. I did have one queued up for Flareon, so I think this would be an excellent candidate either to take Flareon's place or Vaporeon. I think that would be kind of fun to have the Vaporeon in there to just stock up a boatload of ingredients multiple times. It's, in effect, an ingredient collecting Pokemon. It's just at random. So it would kind of be like, make whatever you want based on the ingredients you collect, but that could be fun. This is a good find. I am super happy with this. This one is definitely going to be sticking around. I just got to figure out what I want to do with it. Alright, moving on. For 100 sleep score, we've got some energy recovery on the team, so we're going to get more than 100%. It's just 100%. A little bit of sneaky snacking. Kept the team on as is. Recovery incense back for the stamp reward. 200 sleep points. Puts us back over 8,000 again because I used them. Those biscuits. We have news. Okay, alright, we got 2 bits of news. First up, some bundles. I'm going to get to the exciting one last. I know that we're getting a little tease. We're going to come back to that in a second. But for Triple Type Week, looks like we've got 3 bundles. Respectively for Fire, Water, and Electric. Included in items such as Pokemon Incense and type-specific M candies that can help you befriend and raise Fire, Water, and Electric-type Pokemon. So this will be available from the 24th to the 1st of September. The Electric Bundle at 1,500 diamonds and 1 available per user includes 6 Great Biscuits, 6 Poke Biscuits, a Plusle and a Minun Incense, and 4 medium-size Electric-type candy. The Fire Bundle, it's the same cost with the same availability, has the same amount of Poke Biscuits, but has Torchic candy instead and Fire-type medium-sized candy as well. And the Water Bundle, same 1,500 diamonds with 1 available, same amount of biscuits, same Water-type candy, and 2 Mudkip incense. So, respectively, it's good. You kind of getting a nice little mix in there. It's why it's a type bundle. Pretty much feels good with the amount of biscuits in there. The Fire and Water bundles are a little bit more specific, so it would help just finding just Torchic or just Mudkip. But the Electric, it's good that you're getting both a Plusle and Minun Incense. It's just kind of, you only get the 1 of each. So if you already have a Plusle or you already have a Minun or a Toxtricity for the plus and minus, yeah, it's good. Especially if you're still looking for those, it's another way of getting in on that as well as getting some more biscuits back. I guess just for me, it's not worthwhile. I'm gonna hold on to my diamonds for a little bit, but it's good to see that there. So take advantage if it's within your means, and hopefully you get some good spots for you. All right, let's get into the meat of the news. We've received reports that most areas, including Greengrass Isle, are undergoing massive environmental changes. Further research shows that environmental changes have happened in some of the areas that Raikou, Entei, and Suicune are active, so those Pokemon are being seen more often than usual. If we study the ecology of Raikou and the others in detail, we may have another chance to encounter them. This 2-week event is a special opportunity to once again focus your sleep research on the legendary Pokemon Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. You'll also be able to get Pokemon materials from Sleep Research while the event is going on. You can trade Pokemon materials you collect at the event exchange for Raikou Incense, Entei Incense, Suicune Incense, and the new Premier Biscuit item to help you encounter Raikou and the others again. Circle back on that. So this will be starting from September 8th and run until September 22nd. So pretty much the entire middle of September is going to be running this. The event areas are going to follow from Greengrass, Cyan, Taupe, Old Gold Power Plant, and Expert level Greengrass. So Lapis Lakeside and Snowdrop Tundra. And the missions will also follow along with that. And the event exchange will be open for a few days after, so you have the opportunity to get some more materials afterwards. Bonuses. The following effects will trigger in the applicable areas during the event. On all days, Snorlax in the event will have Greppa berries, Leppa berries, and Oran berries as their favorite berries. So that's going to override all of the berries for each of those areas. That might be worthwhile to visit another area that might have had I can't get all of those berries, but I definitely have good ingredient and berry collectors for each of those types. Final strength from dishes will be multiplied by 1.1. So only a slight extra bump in meal strength. 2.2 for extra tasty and 3.3 for extra tasties on Sunday. So still helpful. Chance of fire, water, and electric type helper Pokemon main skills triggering by 1.25. So definitely good to have at least a one skill specialist on there of those given types. So Palmont and Dedenne definitely will be laying a helping hand. Limited time event exchange will be available, and you can obtain event items through Sleep Research once per day. Certain Pokemon will be more likely to appear, and a few Pokemon of different sleep types will appear regardless of sleep type for that day, so we'll have event balanced sleep. For the first week, main skills of Fire, Water, and Electric types will be boosted by 3 levels when they trigger. So if you don't already have those Pokemon at max main skill, you'll get a nice 3-level boost for that week. In the second week, those main skills will be boosted by 5 when they trigger. And a bigger Snorlax will appear in that second week, so it'll be starting from appropriately scaled, but usually somewhere in the Great and Ultra rank to start off with. And the second Sunday, so the final Sunday, Drowsy Power will be multiplied by 1.5. Looks like there'll also be some Expert Mode bonuses. If you participate in the event in an Expert area, the bonuses will change as follows. If you participate in the area in an Expert area, Snorlax's main favorite berry of the week will be randomly selected between Leppa, Oran, and Greppa. And Snorlax's sub-favorite berries will be the remaining 2. So, because of the fact that Expert has that hierarchy of absolute favorite berry and then sub-berries, it has to choose one of them. So Expert will have that, it won't be just locked in as 1, 2, 3. It will be a random selection of them. So you have a good chance of getting a good berry. Hopefully it's one that you have a team scaled to if you're going in Expert. The greater appearance rate. The following Pokemon will be more likely to appear during the event. Notes: in the areas where the event is not being held, Snowdrop, Tundra, and Lapis Lakeside, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune will not have a greater appearance rate. Please be aware that the appearance rate for Raikou, Entei, and Suicune will be different in each of the areas where the event is being held. So, the greater appearance rate is for the 3 legendaries, and the slightly greater appearance rate will be for the Charmander family, Squirtle family, the Pikachu family, Vulpix family, Psyduck family, Growlithe family, Slowpoke and Slowbro, not the whole family, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Cyndaquil family, Totodile family, already mentioned Pikachu family, Mareep family, Wooper and Quagsire, not all of them. Oh, Slowking will be in there. Awesome. It's going in Pokedex order, so forgive me. Torchic family, Plusle, Minun, Shinx family, Dedenne, Boykoko, and Crocolore. Skeledirge isn't a fire type. Quaxly and Quaxwell. Quackleval is not a water type. Paw and the Pawmi family. Then there's a nice big breakdown of everywhere you could go. So the call out in here, and feel free to pause if you need to see this, or consult your own in-game news if you want to read through it in more detail. Greengrass is going to have all 3 of the legendary beasts. Cyan will have Suicune specifically, Taupe will have Entei specifically, Old Gold Power Plant will have Raikou specifically, and Expert will have all 3. So you want to color where you go. I think this is a nice compromise for the fact that it's all 3 at once. You can go to an island to specifically target and find one, but if you go to Greengrass, either regular or expert, you're gonna be able to see all 3. I gotta take a look, because I think Raikou is the one that I've got locked down, so this might actually be a time where I don't actually have to be at Old Gold Power Plant. But I might be going to Greengrass just to try to get equal amounts of Entei and Suicune. We'll see. Let's carry on. Pokemon materials. You can exchange these for other items at the event exchange. You can check to see how many you have in the event exchange. They won't go into your bag's item pocket. You can only obtain these during the event, and once it ends, you can still exchange until the exchange closes, but then you'll lose any remaining materials. This is exactly how the mains worked during each of the respective legendary events. So the key callouts in there is that you only get it for the first sleep research of each day. Second sleep researches will not grant any of the items. And the number of materials you get is dependent on the species of Pokemon and the sleep styles you find them in. There'll also be limited time missions that will grant some of the event items. And I guess they haven't posted it yet, but there'll be Legendary Research Bundles Volume 1 and Last Chance Bundles Volume 1 available to also be able to get you some of those event items. You'll also be able to get them from the research community. And the important call out in here is obviously just like the mains, the higher your closest level is with your friends, the greater chance of the greater rewards. And that there will be also special limited time gifts for those that don't have access to the research community button, usually for those that are minors. So they'll get 70, I guess it looks like 70 materials at the start of the first and second week. They'll get 70 each week. So nice to be able to get those for those that aren't able to participate that way. So some items to expect to see in the exchange is Raikou, Entei, and Suicune incenses. Always good to get that stock up. You can only carry the one at a time, but it's good if you don't have that, or if you're still holding on to it from last time. I know I am. So this will be a good opportunity to pick up some more and actually just get the encounters whether I want to or not. Does also mean I might go through some Master Biscuits. I haven't bought anything out of the exchange, so I'm gonna think on that too. There's some implications there. Premier Biscuits will also be in there, so we get to find out what's going on with that. I think that'll be in the next drop down, as well as main skill seeds. So once again, good stuff in the exchange. Yeah, so there's the reminder about the incenses. Let's just get into Premier Biscuits. These biscuits can be used during the event with specific Pokemon. They can only be used on Raikou, Entei, and Suicune during this event. One Premier Biscuit will be worth 6 friendship points. And after the event closes, those Premier Biscuits will just convert to Great Biscuits. So this is a generic specific biscuit. If that makes sense. It's kind of redundancy. but that's meant to be, instead of specifically giving you Raikou, Entei, and Suicune biscuits that would have given you 6, this is one that's only usable just like those biscuits were, but they're also worth 6. So still worthwhile to pull any out of the exchange to make sure you just get those converted to Great Biscuits if you're sitting on a nice stack of event items before the exchange closes. A small reminder about special Pokemon. Those are just to say, like, hey, cool, one legendary on the team at a time. You can befriend more than one. The first one you're going to encounter is the same that everyone encounters, and the second one will always be different. But more specifically for team building, only one on the team at a time. And then that's all just the standard copy for how events work. So, that's the lowdown on the Raikou, Entei, Suicune research coming up very soon. Very excited for that. This is, well, I'll go take a look in a second, but while I'm on this menu, I want to check in with the community, see how everyone's doing. Another full 50. Got good luck going on today. So happy to see everyone. Miri Piri getting some friendship closer. Always good to see before the start of that event. That ingredients ticket will be very helpful, so thank you. Yes. We'll get there momentarily. So what I want to peruse, let's do this by Pokedex number, and we'll scroll down here in a little bit. Most of the legendaries, I believe I have gone through and rated. If I haven't, I will take that upon myself today to get those rated and find out what's going on. Also, yep, so I do have a 96. I think that was relative. I think that's maybe because this had helping bonus. Yeah. Very similar where it's got... this one doesn't have any helping speed, but it does have the skill trigger serious nature, so it is not going to trigger nearly as much as the one that I found today. But I have a couple that are earmarked. I already had a 84? This one just had main skill, just the sassy nature. So, a good candidate, but now I have better. So I should reevaluate where those are going to fit in. But that was a nice little pit stop. Let's keep on rolling through. Oh, screen recording. Please come back. I've gotten to where I need to be. Excellent. So, yes, 89% Raikou. I feel good with that. I don't feel like I need to take any more of those home. Entei, I think I can do better. Let's take a look. So this is unrated, so I definitely should see what's going on. But skill level up, inventory up, helping speed, and skill trigger. It's not bad. I feel like I could maybe do a little bit better on that one. And Suicune, 92 question mark? Ah, helping bonus again. So yeah, main skill chance, good, but no additional skill triggering. But helping bonus and helping speed with inventory, like it's got good stuff. I might need to reevaluate. So it looks like at least Entei definitely. I feel like I could probably find something better. Maybe Suicune? But if there's any two of them, those would be the two. And I definitely feel like Greengrass might be just the good spot to go. It's going to be 2 weeks, so having that unlock would certainly be welcome. To know that I have focus. That like, hey, cool, all three are there. But I guess if it ends up being that I've already, like, the Suicune is going to end up working out okay, I'm going to reevaluate it. I really want to get an idea, because the helping bonus feels like it's throwing me off a little bit. That would then mean maybe I should go to Topalo then and just focus on Entei. I'll have to look. I will circle back. Should probably get that done today. I've got some time. But I already see that I have gone on far longer than I expected. Let's get some breakfast and call it a day. Oh, no triggers to start the day. Okay. We are starting at a deficit. I'm really glad that 2 out of these Pokemon re-energize themselves as part of their skill set. That has been a little bit of a challenge of keeping... Sylveon has not been triggering nearly as much as it should. Makes me wonder if I want to flip in a recovery Pokemon to supplement. Ooh, finally capped out. Alright. I like that. I like being back at maximum ingredients. How are we looking on set ingredients? So, apples were in a good spot. I've got nearly enough to get through a whole, well, nearly a whole day. Plenty of milk. Sylveon has been at least helping to get those throughout the day, at least 1 or 2 cooks worth throughout the day. And Ginger, we're not doing bad. Tyranitar is keeping pace. Because it's not got that last level 60 unlock for the final amount of Ginger, it's not cranking through it super fast, but there was enough of a buffer that this isn't an issue. Right now, if anything, I've got a good amount of apples to go on. No extra tasty. That's okay. Can't have all the luck. But to be honest, I'll take it in gill rolling over extra tasties every day of the week. Eevee did finally finish out at 98%, like, just stacked. So, that's real good. The meal gets to Master 7, it looks like? Yeah. Making some great progress on rank this week. Oh, I didn't even get to collect from you, Skeledirge. At least you're keeping yourself energized as well. Even just that single skill trigger is usually enough to make it between each of those checks. So Tyranitar and Skeledirge are doing great as far as keeping themselves energized. But between Sylveon, Dedenne, and Beware, those are the ones that are suffering the most from not getting the full amount of energy. So, I do want to keep a Pokemon on the team to keep working towards getting favored berries. I mean, it's been a slow and steady pace. Like, we're at 156 out of 440, so we're about a quarter of the way. I suppose I could flip all Dedenne and put in a berry specialist just to, like, keep working on it. I've got enough apples. I think maybe that's what I'm going to do today, is just let that ride. I just collected, so it's as clear as it's going to be. So, water, berry, and flying berry specialists. It's not... Yeah, it is. All right. Yeah. Okay. So for alligator would get me extra sausage. Dodrio would get extra soybeans. I'm not opposed to that. And I don't have a good Swablu. That would just get me eggies. Clefable does have apples, and that's all I've got unlocked. But, I wonder. All right, let's reset. Let's go at this with what I'm actually looking for. See if that makes any changes. Interesting. Oh, right, because I selected Berry Specialist. Forgive me. It's still early enough. My brain. If I toggle that... Yeah, well, I really do want the Berry Specialists. Because I want it just collecting as much as possible. I think Dodrio... Is that... That one's just got the quickest turnaround on getting things. Alligator does have helping bonus, though. Ooh. That would help the rest of the team. Ooh, but Dodrio also restores its own energy. Yeah, alright. We'll get Dodrio on the team for today. Let it rack up some Pam Tree Berries. Make some progress on that. Because at this point I can pump the brakes a little bit. Since I hit cap on ingredients, this might be a good opportunity to slow up on everything else as I cook, make room in the pot, and just collect some berries instead. And then this way, the only Pokemon I really have to worry about, I can get Dedenne back on the team before the end of the night, build up some extra tasties, or I could just let Dodrio go until morning and then pop Dedenne back in tomorrow morning. We'll see. That's for real. I'm going to wrap it up here. I've already gone probably one of my longest episodes to date, but a lot of good news, a lot of fun and exciting stuff. I am excited for the events coming up. We got some bangers coming up back to back, and really good luck with Eevee today. So I will be back tomorrow morning before vacation truly starts. Tune back in, see how things turn out, and I hope you have a great time. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let me know how your week's going in the comments below, and I'll see you back for some more sleep research tomorrow. But until then, sleep well.